I will do a bonsai U with that as well.
Ah, great.
Yeah. I need to do. Bjorn is still waiting.
Yeah, he also starts to work with different artists now in Bonsai U.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
I think he just had one with David Benavente.
Yes, for the tattoos.
Mm.
Yeah, I think one with Scott Pines with Mauro, I think. Maybe,
Yes.
I think, and I don't know if have anyone more.
No, I only see two so far.
So I need time. It always is a pleasure to work with Bjorn.
I am very glad that he comes to the trophy next year.
Yeah. Also in the branches we need to create conical, a reduction. For me it's nicer because also normally here is bigger than here, is for that always is growing first this area as well, and also with the ramification you need to cut back and create a new ramification and make the proper proportional structure on the
tree. That you have the right taper and the branch order, like in nature. A branch that is growing down at the bottom is always thicker than the branch is growing.
Normally, depends where grow or what condition they have. But normally you need to get sun for leaf. Depends what style you work on it. You need to also have more energy in some areas than the other ones. But also if you do the proper structure, you have energy everywhere and you get equilibration about size of leaves, everything, It's a more equilibrated tree. You have more equilibrated tree in the future. It's the same if you have three. Normally this point get more energy than the others only have two and makes some different energy in this area than the other one. You do always the same, similar, you get the same energy everywhere.
Makes sense. And you take away the bottom branches?
The bottom branches normally, and also the bifurcations.
And which leaves do you take away? Also the ones that go to the bottom?
Yeah, you have in the bottom, also you have here. And keep it, all the foliage. In this moment I keep more foliage. For example, if I work in spring and in summer, May, or end of May, I remove more old leaves because get more sun and get more buds, and you get more new branches.
Yes.
Also depends what state is the tree. This is in formation, It's now you get more structure, more and more and more every time. But when you have more refinement, you work a little different.
Yes, of course.
Also, your fertilizer different. Only prepare the foliage first, and if you prepare before, it is easy to wide.
What do you think? How old is the tree?
Oh, this part of tree is maybe 200. It's difficult to say, but you see how big is this area, and if you go, maybe it's a lot.
Did you test it on olives that didn't survive? That you cut it and count the rings?
No.
That you have to.
I never count, but I know trees maybe 800 years, 1000 years, and I know it because the government count.
Ah, okay, I see.
for example, is too big, you don't need it. You need the soft ones. You know, it's too much. Sometimes growing like hell in one point, you know, and it's better if you keep the soft branches.
Yeah, and you let it grow for thickening the branch.
Sorry?
This branch,
Yeah.
you let it grow that the
It's from
branch
top, yeah.
gets thicker.
Yeah, get thicker at this point, more than this point.
Yes.
Or maybe this branch is here and make the same. And you need to remove all the branch.
Yeah,
And get
because of the taper.
the new soft one is better. And you have more similar size everywhere and more equilibration. Because you see, here grow like hell.
Yes.
And I don't put very high nitrogen. It's only for the sun or for proper fertilizer.
It's the perfect conditions here for a native tree.
Yeah, of course, always. But also it's very impressive how have a big range of weather this type of olea. You know? Maybe you need to take 2 years more for finish, 3 years, but it's still growing. You know. Sometimes I thought I don't want the tree grow like this fast because I need to work on it. If you have a lot, it's better you grow slow, step by step.
How long do you work on this tree now?
1 year, 1.5.
Crazy.
You see the pictures before?
Yeah.
So they have to, I think 1 year more or less.
Crazy.
I reported in this is the last spring, and I worked the second time on it. Now is the third time. And you see, you get some new lines. You know, it's every time you get more lines and more different levels, and year by year you get more foliage. If you don't work on it, you lost because you get bad branches, and it's for that you need to sometimes put less fertilizer. Not complete, but less nitrogen. In your place, maybe you want to grow more, you need to maybe put fortificant and maybe high nitrogen and maximum sun as possible.
Yeah, what did you say it was a calcium?
Yeah, calcium helps also.
Okay, maybe I have to check the calcium because I have not much calcium in my water.
Yeah, this depends how how is your water. Maybe you need to make a different combination. It's also a good point, important point.
I think this was a little problem when Bonsai started with all the books. They told how to work on the trees in Japan, and the people tried the same here, and it doesn't work because the trees grow in a different way, belongs to where they are. And you can't always handle them the same.
Also, Japan has very big range because if you go to the north, it's too cold, and if you go to the south, it's like Mediterranean. You know, it's the people say Japan like Japan is the same everywhere, but it's the same like Europe. You can find different weather. You see Suzuki is in the north and maybe Kohi is in the south. It's totally different, I think. Also, yes, it's difficult to get the proper information for learning. You need to adapt your place and take the good ideas and make your own way. Also, one of the good things about traveling is I have students in different areas, and you see how grow here, how long is the sprint, what time you have for do that or do that, and this is a good thing. Open your mind, you know,
Yes.
because it's not the same here than in the south of the Spain, north of Spain, Ireland, Denmark, Germany. Is always different.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, it's a good point. Also, normally always grow everywhere in the trunk, and you need to always take off and focus in the proper branches. It's very important.
Yeah, to take it away from the trunk, and the bottom is very important. Then that otherwise it will take away the energy.
Yeah, exactly. Because take away the energy. Also, sometimes you keep some. If you have, for example, a nice line of bark here, and you want to keep it. Sometimes you keep it the energy when it's close the bark and you see how have the line, you can cut it. But sometimes you can take these branches for help your line trunk, for example.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, great.
Because you need to clean the lines, because maybe you have more or less, and you can make a shari, or you can make a line here, more interesting line, and you get some points help you for the create a nice line.
Yeah.
Because if you have branches, the savia go here and here and here, and you make like this. But now we have all the lines, and we don't need these branches.
Yes.
We need the energy in the proper branches. Also, normally I keep some distance between one and the other one. It's not like a pine, you have two always. I sometimes have this have one in the right, other in the left, and you have, because if you have like this, you have a space for create more bifurcations. You know, you always have together. Sometimes in this case, don't have a space for create a proper one. Yeah.
But it's interesting what you told about the wire, that you have to take it off in the summer.
Yeah, but also here, you know, because or in the south areas, you know. But I don't like it because for the sun, the hot, and also make some I don't know English. It's some small cuttings and. It's possible inside.
Yes, I see.
Yeah? And also I put wire in when the branch normally is flexible. You know, don't make wood inside. Because if you do when in the proper moment, you can do movement in the branch, and when make wood, you have this movement, natural movement. You know.
Yes.
But if you want to wire an old branch, you make a strange movement on it. You know, and this is you have the opportunity to work before in this type of tricks. Okay, normally when I wire, I start always the first branch first and up and up.
But you work with aluminum wire.
Yeah, in the layers, yes. Don't need copper. Also because the layers growing fast here, and you need to remove the wire after, depends where you wire, after 1.5 to 2 months, or maybe sometimes you need to change fast, you know. Also, the first moment you put more wire, but every time if you get the proper structure, you need to put less and less wire.
Yes, of course.
This is important. I see a lot of people work always put wire and wire and wire. You need to have the proper shape, you need wire, but this is not the goal, it's the opposite, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
It's for that you need to think about, also the pruning is very important, not only put a wire.
Mm-hmm.
For example, these brands grow very fast, you know?
Yes.
And make like a tubing.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to wait for a new line, it's better,
Yes.
you know? But you need to put in the position and waiting for a new line, the future pruning back and get more conical structure.
Yes.
You know? Always, if you work a lot, you will learn always. So I think it's other good teach.
Yes. The
Teacher.
trees teach you the most.
A lot.
And I think what works very good is I always take photos after my work,
Yeah.
and on the photo I see much better if I have to improve certain parts.
Always.
But my eye always, oh, it's beautiful. And the photo, no, there's not beautiful. You have to improve this.
Yeah, this is because your eyes make a mix between what you want or what you imagine than with the real.
Yes.
The picture show you the real. It's better if you have the proper number, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Depends how time you have, because depends your work. If you have 3-4 hours a week, I don't know. You know, you need to adapt, because if you have 100 and and every single tree is bad because you don't have time. It's better have free and very good condition.
Definitely. It's crazy how good your trees are when you only have the shop for 7 years. But you can do so much work and learn so much.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
This is only 1.5 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy what you can learn from the tree in 1.5 years.
Yeah, it's a lot of work here. I will show you pictures from beginning. You can imagine. It's a big change, I think. Yeah. If you grow, it's always you need more and more and more. Also the same, you see how many areas now. Here,
Yes.
here. And before only have this area, and now after 1 year, the other.
Yes.
More. If you have space, it's not so good. you put more trees.
Björn is allowed to come to these intense courses here again. Is it possible to get a place there, or are they always full?
I don't know. In his place or?
No, at your place.
Yeah,
Well, the States is too, I don't like the US. But if he comes again here, I love to come too.
Yeah, of course. I tell you. You can come if you want.
This is so incredibly beautiful here.
Yeah, you can find everything here. It's mountain, beach, city, you want.
Yeah, and this where we are, this Cala San Vincent, we drove the maximum 1 hour to, and we were at so beautiful different places, and they are
also a lot of other spaces.
So
in the east as well, you can find very nice places and areas, and yeah. But some people think it's like Palaman, you know.
Yes,
the German people say Palaman. The other day in German, tell me what is Palaman. I say, Palaman? What is Palaman? I don't know. It's like a German word.
Yeah.
The people from German tell Palaman, but I don't know it. What is Palaman? It's not a town, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the pot is not the proper one. I think it's not a good quality, and must be maybe with less lip, in my opinion, maybe. And also the quality and fit with this movement. This other tough thing, find the proper pots.
Yes.
It's not easy sometimes.
But these pots are good for
training. Yeah.
These pots are good for starting for a lot of people.
Yeah, for training.
It's better than plastic pots.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Also have a nice shape for training and good size, and it's okay.
Right at the ground from your water or from the calcium you put?
No, it's from the pot. Maybe before it's from another guy, and because here I watering with osmotic system.
Ah, okay.
But in the street water is with calcium. It's too much.
Ah.
But this is because I need this size, this pot, and it's difficult to clean this.
Okay.
But normally I don't have this.
Yeah, and then your water here, in what comes from the street or wherever, there's how is it called, chloride?
It's chloro. It's with chloro. Yeah, chloro is you can drink, but it's not. It's a hard water. It's not.
Yeah, the trees won't like the chloride.
No, like I have a osmotic system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I prefer the proper thing, the proper fertilizer, everything. Okay.
The grow habit and the ramification of olive is great because you don't need so much wire. You don't need to wire every single branch.
No. Also in other species, when I work, I don't wire every single branch. I work always for the future. And sometimes you have a mess and you need to wire in the proper movement and make everything up for growing, and you need to put less wire. You know?
Yes.
Sometimes you put a lot of wire, you make stressful the tree, also damage the foliage, and I think you must think what is the proper branch to wire.
Yes.
It's most important. maybe in the first moment don't see very refinement, but you get in the future, better and faster, because you have more free, and it's important the proper pruning for the future, and also the wiring the proper branches for the future, in my opinion. Also, this other thing you learn when you have 200, 300 trees, 400 trees for work, you need to do the proper work.
Yes, definitely.
You spend one day with one tree, it's not easy. Sometimes you can spend, but not always.
Depends on the tree.
Depends on the tree, yeah. Also, in the first moment you put more wire in the layer, but every time you put less and less and less. So let's have a solid structure. Also, from that is we need to, do the proper movement for the future new branches. You create the first line, and after that you get the proper branches for create the conical last branch, like this, looks like need more green, but it's part of the process.
Yes.
You need to arrive here and make more inside here. So, also in the future, in the proper pot, you will see more this area and like all the movements and beautiful tree. I think.
Great tree.
It's nice tree.
Can you give us a 360 rotation?
Of course. So here, to put the last line. part of the process. It's, every time you get more and more foliage and more structure. Also, we need to clean everything here as well. And you asked me before if I put lime sulfur. I use a periodic hydrogen and kill all the bad stuff, and also it's like a natural burning. It's very nice. And makes natural death wood, in my opinion.
Ah, okay. What is that stuff?
Periodic to hydrogen. It's, you don't know it?
No, you have to show me.
Actually.
Great.
I'm gonna show you.
Yes. Great trees. Thank you so much for your time.
It's a pleasure for me. Thank you. Thanks to you for coming. It's a big pleasure.
I'll be
very
back.
much. Yeah, of course. When you want.
Thank you.